said, and TikTok don't want it to be heard, it'll still be being heard on YouTube. You feel me? That's what I love, when you can put it on 2 or 3 different places at one time. So that way if one place loses it, another place still have it. Alright, let's get this going here. I do say peace and love to the room. Alright, let me move this over here. Oh wow. I didn't know that. Let me correct this. Alright, let me turn this around here. Y'all don't need to be looking at me. If you're on the YouTube, you'll probably see where it say PayPal. That's for all those who would like to make a donation to the organization to help create this unity that we're trying to build. A lot of things I can't really talk to you about as far as what our organization is doing. I can't talk to you about it over the air. You have to send us, you have to email us and ask us for that information. And we will send it out to you once we know who you are. We won't send it to everybody. It's not for everybody. You know, when you're making moves, you don't let the enemy know what you're doing. Today is not a day for me to talk to the enemy. Today is the day for me to talk to you and let the enemy listen in. You know, the enemy is always among us. So I want to say peace to all the gods that come in the room. I want to say peace to those who do not know that they're gods. And then I want to say peace to all the devils that's in the room that come in lurking and see what they can hear and what they can get. Peace to you all. Even the ones that don't come in peace. I'll leave you my peace. And when I leave, I'll take my peace back from you because you're not worthy of my peace. But right now, I give you my peace because my brothers and sisters are among us, and I want us to be in peace as we conversate one to another. My name is Anointed Jes. They call me Love Has Come. They call me Love in the Flesh. And the reason they call me that is because that's all I talk about. I can't talk about but that I am. Since I am created in love, and since I was designed in love, fashioned in love, and shaped in love, then I talk about that I am. But don't get me wrong. I'm not the only one. You, my brothers and my sisters, that's right, you're that love too. You truly are. If you just would go deep inside and just listen to yourself would tell you that you are that love. You are the love that your people need. You're the strength. As a matter of fact, you're everything your people need. Because you're a part of us and we're a part of you. We need our body. We make up the body. Each and every one of us are members of that body. It's time for us to put our members back together. It's time for us to put the stones back in place. It's time to let our building stand and stand strong on a solid foundation. That solid foundation is our love one for another. With that love one for another, there's nothing that can defeat us. Because you know love is the greatest thing in this earth. I'm not talking about the love of the world. I'm talking about the love that was given to us. The love that is within us. That love that our mother, that great goddess, embedded in us. That love to love one another as we love ourselves. But most of us don't know how to do that because a lot of us don't know how to love ourselves. So our mother came back and told us, no longer do I tell you to love one another as you love yourself, because a lot of you really don't understand what I mean. So to make sure that you follow in my way, love one another as I have loved you. That's deep. Because when the mother said that, you could never understand what she was saying, because all you had to do for the example was look at the love that your mother showed you and take that same love and share it with your brothers and your sisters. The same love that you was raised in. That same love that told you no fighting one another. That you are to stand with one another. That same love that told you don't point your finger at your brother, but uplift your brother. That same love that told you that you and your brother are one. Y'all are to stand together, protect one another, look out for one another, and build one another up. How many of you was taught that love in your home? That was a universal love. That love was a universal love. It was taught by all the great goddesses of the world. It was taught to their sons and their daughters. And the daughters was the keepers of that love. They were to make sure that we stand and always walk in that love. So let me say this. Daughters, my dark-skinned sisters, even though the love is in you, even though the power is in you, I would ask you to walk in that power, to walk in that love. Because many of you fail to walk in it. You fail to show that love in your actions. Even though I know you ready to be right, I look at the things you do and you're following the practices of the world. When our women stop showing off their bodies, you don't have to show your beauty. Your beauty is seen when you speak. Your beauty is seen in your walk. You don't have to take off all your clothes for man to see your beauty. Because your brothers and your sisters, we want to see your inner beauty and not your outer beauty. Because whatever is outer is going to fade away. But that is within, that's guaranteed to stay. I hope y'all can feel me. I'm asking my black sisters, stop showing everything. Stop shaking your rump. Stop showing your behind. That don't make you. That make man lust for you. And when man lusts for you, lust is a part of evilness. Because when you start lusting for things, you start doing things that you normally wouldn't do. Just to get that you lust for. Which comes to greed and selfishness. See, when you start lusting for a woman, you are lied to that woman just to get that woman. Because lust has nothing to do with love. Lust has nothing to do with beginning to know one another. How can two walk together if one is walking in purity and the other one is walking in lust? We have to all walk in pureness. Do you feel me? If you call yourself a man or woman of God, then I know that you feel what I'm saying is true. Now, if you're not a man or a woman of God, then what I say to you don't mean anything. I'm just being real with you. You know. If you are of the world, then what I'm saying don't even resonate within you because you're too busy being of the world. You're too busy chasing after these materialistic things. You're too busy chasing after the big house, the fancy car. But I'm going to ask you, what's more important? The house, the car, or the love of your people? Isn't it the love of your people? Isn't it the unity between us? Isn't it the peace that we have between us? Isn't that more important than your house or your car? Shoot, if we got love and peace among each other, we can build houses all day long because we're working together and through our love and our peace of each other. You know what I'm saying? We can take turns and build each other a house until we all have houses. But you don't need it. Mother Earth is your house. Your people is your house. So you don't need another house. You already got your house. What you need to do is clean your house up and begin to put your house back together. Fill in the holes. Begin to strengthen the foundation of the house. Fill in all the cracks. Can y'all feel where I'm coming from? The room is open. Rich, come on up and tell us what you got to say, Richie. Mic is yours, bro. Speak now, forever hold your peace. Come on, Richie. Y'all remember that comic book, Richie the Rich? Y'all ever? No, some of y'all have to be kind of old to know about that. Some of y'all have to be kind of old. But yes. Peace and love to y'all on YouTube. I want to thank all y'all for joining me. I want to say peace and love to you all. So we're also on YouTube too. You can find us under the African People Love Organization. Just type it in and we should pop right up. And you'll see it says that it's live. Click on it. That's for you who's having a problem getting to us on TikTok. You know. Hey, I'm trying to get y'all attention. I got a lot of things to do with. If y'all don't interact with me, I will shut this down. I'm not on TikTok to make money. TikTok don't pay my bills. It doesn't. I couldn't survive on what TikTok gave me. In order for me to survive on what TikTok pay, I would have to be on it almost 24 hours a day. 8 to 9 hours at least every single day, like on the job. I'm not willing to enslave myself to no other man to make another man rich. I use TikTok for what I know it's supposed to be used for. It should be used for gathering our people together. It should be used to get rid of all the things that are not of us so that we can unite and be strong as a people. TikTok is an avenue for us to get out and speak to our people who we can't see and who we can't get to so that they can hear that we feel. And our people want to feel your love. Our people want to feel the love of one another. They don't want to assume that you love them. They want to know. We as a dark-skinned race, we want to know from our own people, those of a dark skin, the kinky hair ones, the 9-ether. We want to know that you have a love for us like we have a love for you. And we won't know that through your words. We'll only know it through your actions. So whatever your words is, make sure that your actions line up to it, because that's what we're watching. And if your actions don't line up to your words, then we will separate ourselves from you. That don't mean that we don't love you. It just means that you need to be reproved. You need to be corrected. And until you correct yourself, until you improve yourself, then we can't have nothing to do with you. It's not that we don't love you. We just don't need no yeast in the dough. We're not trying to bring in a little bit of wrong, because a little wrong will make all the people do wrong. You feel me? Like a little bit of yeast will make the whole batch of dough rise. Just a little sin will make the whole church, and we are the church. Not the building. Us. We are the building. You don't have to go to that line, organized building to worship God. You don't have to give your money to that lying, deceitful teacher that they call a preacher. You don't. You're not going to find God in his house. You're going to find God in you and in your people. But you won't find him in that building. You won't find them listening to that preacher in that building, because that preacher in that building is put there for one reason only: to keep you in deceit, to keep you separated from your people. He's not there to put you together. He come there in the name of Jesus, that false one. He didn't come to you in the name of your people. He didn't come to you with that name, Yahshua. Yeah, because ain't no Europeans got that name. So he had to come to you in his own name, the name of Jesus, and try to convince you to follow Jesus. But if you follow Jesus, you're going to fall. But if you follow God, the one that's in you, you'll stand strong, because the God in you tells you every day to love your people as you love yourself. Now I want you to think about that. Think of the power. Matter of fact, close your eyes for a minute. Just for a second. Close your eyes. Listen to what I tell you while your eyes is closed. You got your eyes closed? Now while you got your eyes closed, and I'll close mine with you. I don't believe in closed eyes, but I'll close them with you. The reason I'm closing them is because I want you to see my vision. You can only see it if you close your eyes. I want you to vision all the black people in America. I want you to vision us walking in love and unity with one another. I want you to vision us being happy with one another. I want you to vision us helping one another, protecting one another, truly loving and enjoying one another. Now I want you to vision us all living among each other. Hey, we could pick the city. I don't want us to all just move together. I want us to all come to one mind. That's going to bring the fold together. See, we don't have to be together to be together. We don't have to be in one place to be together. As long as we're together in mind, no matter where we're at, we're always together. See, if we go in one place, it's easy for them to eliminate us, because they can just send their drones and drop it on that one place, and their problems are solved. But when we spread it out like we are, when we're everywhere, when we mingled in with them, that's their mistake. They mingled us with them, because they started dying off as a race, and they wanted to keep their race going, so they knew that they had to mingle with us, because they didn't have the power that we had to continue to keep their race going. They can't make the babies like we make them. We baby makers. That's because we're creators. We're their creators. They know that. We are the ones that don't know that. We're their teachers. They know that. We don't know that. It's time to wake up, black man. Black woman, it's time to wake up. Really, it's time to wake up. It's time to wake up and realize how much we need one another. Right now, Africa is coming together as one. That's the only way they're gonna defeat the beast, is that they put down all they have to let go of everything. The hate of one another, the pointing the finger on one another, the putting down of one another. They got to let all that go. They can't speak evil of one another. They can't think evil of one another. They can't let nothing come in and divide them between one another if they want to achieve the high calling of our people. The high high calling of God. It's the high calling of our people, because we are the gods. And what is our high calling? To be one people, to be united as one. Now, what we have not been talking about is why our brothers and sisters are over there in Africa uniting one with another. Then you know what that means. That means that we here in America, in Jamaica, in the islands, in Hades, that means that all of us are to be united with our people, wherever we're at. We can't unite until we start talking to one another and come in agreement with each other. We got to be willing to show our love to one another so we know that you're for us and not against us. We can't go around saying we love one another, but not living in the love that we speak. Love is nothing if there's no actions behind the words. Don't tell me you love me and then go behind my back and do me wrong. That's not love. God, this God that we talk about is in your heart. This God is a God that is giving you. This God says that if you honor your father and your mother, that your life will be long in the land that your God is giving you. God is giving us the land. But with that comes an obligation. An obligation to honor your father and your mother. This goes out to every black person under the sound of my voice. Please double tap on the screen. Thank you for the rose. I thank you so much for that. And I hope that you would take this and share this live with others, because I'm talking about us. The first thing in our lesson to be a united people is to be obedient unto the law that was given to us. That law says that we are to honor our father and our mother. I like to put the mother first, because without the mother they couldn't be. So honor your mother and your father, the father that your mother chose to anoint over her kingdom, because you are her kingdom. You came out of her womb. You come out of the water that was in her. Do you not understand that she is the giver of your very life? So it would only be right to give her the honor that she rightfully deserved, because without her, you could never be. It's only right to honor your father if your father is truly walking in love towards the mother and in agreement to the mother. See, the father is not there to lay the law down. The father is there to uphold the law and make sure that the children uphold the law. The mother lays the law down. She gives you the law from the time that you're born. She created the law. She put the law in your heart and in your mind. She taught you the law from the time you come in this world. She taught you love for your brother and your sisters. You not realize that? Love for your mother and your father. She taught you obedience unto her law. Not the man-made laws, but obedience unto her law, which was a law of love of one another. That's all it was. Love one another. It ain't about what you put in your body as far as the food that you eat. It's about the way that you treat one another, the way that you walk one another, the way that you talk to one another. Oh, y'all don't get it though. Y'all don't get it. Y'all all come up here talking about God, and y'all all come up here talking about the Anarchies and all that, but you never talk about what they left for you to understand. The Anarchies and them are just your ancestors, just your teachers, just some of your creators. We don't even. I don't want to get into the long history. You know that we are to be connected. That spirit within you informs you that we are to be connected. All day long. Every time you do wrong to one of your brothers and your sisters, your conscience, unless it's dead, it affects you. It bothers you. It tries to correct you and instruct you in what you was doing was wrong so that you could repent, go back, make amends, and stop doing wrong to your people. Anytime you do wrong to one of your people, you're doing wrong to yourself. How much do I have to tell you that? If we are all a body, think of us. We're all one body with one head, which tell us to love one another. So if I hurt the hand of my body, am I not hurting me? If I cut off the feet that's connected to my body, can I walk? Can I walk perfectly without wobbling from side to side? Can I stand if I cut off my feet? Well, people, I don't know if you understand this, but you are my feet. I can't walk without you. To walk without you would be walking without a part of my feet. I can't stand without you. I need you. If you are my feet and I'm the hands, I need you. I don't care what part of the body that you are. Do you not realize that I need all of my body? That I'm not healthy unless my body is in wholeness? And we are the body of love. Oh, you thought I was going to say God, didn't you? No, you're God's. Meaning you're love. Yes, you are. We're supposed to be teaching the world how to love. Not going out trying to instruct them. We're supposed to be teaching them by example, by us living and walking in love. Without us doing it, they'll never be taught. Because we're the teachers. We're the creators. We're the life givers. So we have to teach. That's why, brother, if you come up here and you ain't got nothing to say, step down. And if you ain't black, step down. Because this is only for my people. Them the only ones I want to hear. Them the only ones I want to talk to. For y'all that would like to come up, hit that button down and let me know. Put in a request. I want to hear how you feel about what I'm saying. I want to hear how you feel about our unification. I want to hear how you feel about what's going on in the world today that has to do with us. Look, this is especially for you brothers that want to separate yourselves from your brothers and sisters over in Africa. That's what they want you to do. Don't you understand? That's what they want us to do. They want us to divide ourselves and say that we are not of them and they are not of us. I hear a lot of you saying that. But they don't love us over there in Africa. How you know? Have you been over there and sat down with them and seen if they loved you? Have you did anything to show them love, to make them want to love you? Have you reached out to them? Or are you waiting for them to reach out to you? If a man comes to your house, you reach out to him. Shouldn't you? If I come and knock on your door, looking for love, You being my people, should you not open up your door and show me that love? Because if you don't, you'll divide me from you. If you don't show me that love that I need, then you're going to make me hate you, despise you. I don't want to despise you. I don't want to hate you. I don't want to have lack of trust in you. I want to know that you're for me like I'm for you. I want to know that if I'm walking down the street, that I don't have to worry, because all of my house, all of my body is around me, and my body is going to protect this body. It's going to protect me. See, we don't know how to protect one another. We don't know how to walk in love with one another. Because we'll see something going on, something happening to one of our sisters or our brothers, and we'll stand back and just watch. I don't know about you, but when I heard something on my body, my whole body responds. My whole body becomes one on that one that's on that pain. What can I do to get rid of this pain? Because the whole body is aching. So when we do wrong to our people, we're doing wrong to our body. That means our body is aching, is suffering. But you don't feel me in it. Thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. Taquana, thank you for the love. Now, at least you let me know that you can agree with a little bit of what I'm saying. At least you're showing love. At least you're helping us get out there so that others can hear. Because we're not the only ones right here. All our brothers and sisters should be hearing this message. Now, I'm not the only one that's giving the message. That's why I tell people, don't put your eyes on the messenger. Don't put your eyes on me. Put your ears on the message. Look over me and listen to the message, because the message is to us. I didn't create this message in me. This is the love in me that's creating this message. This is the love in me that's trying to show you how much we need one another. Oh man, thank you so much for that love. Thank you. So what I'm trying to get you to see is that this love that's in me, I want that same love in you. I don't desire nothing that I don't want you to have. Do you not understand that? That's real. My thoughts are for you daily. My love is for you daily. I don't think about myself without thinking about my people. I don't. Everything I do, I think twice before I do it. Sometimes 3 or 4 times. I go over it. I meditate upon it. Is this going to help my people as a whole, or is it just going to help me? And if it's just going to help me, then why am I doing it? Even when you go get a job, you shouldn't go get a job just for you. You go to work so that you can support your family, so that you can take care of that you love. If you're doing it just for you, it ain't going to stand no way. You can't stand alone. You can't stand alone. We need one another so that we can stand. That's why we keep falling, because we keep thinking that we can do it alone when we can't. We're a body of people. How can you do anything without your body? Man, I don't know what to do to wake y'all up. I don't know what to say to get y'all to understand about this great love that I'm speaking on. Let me turn this around for my people on YouTube. That way they can see me. I probably need to give them a little light, because I ain't got no light on. I got enough light just from the sunlight. But I notice on YouTube it's got me pretty dark, so I'll see if I can lighten it up just a little bit. Give you just a little light, you know. But that's my main reason. It's to show you the love that I have for you, so that you can walk in this love. This ain't a selfish love. This ain't a lustful love. This is a pure, undefiled love. I don't love you for your body. I don't even care about your body. I don't care how good you look outside. You could look like 100. You could look like a superstar outside. Finest thing man ever seen in the flesh. But on the inside, you could be an evil devil. So I'm more concerned about what's in you than what's on the outside of you. I want to fall in love with the inner you. I want to get connected to the inner you. That inner you. That's who I want to fall in love with. That's who I want to connect with. That's who I want to spend time with. That outer you is fake and phony, bro. Sister, that outer you that you project to the world, that's not you. That's what you project to the world to keep the world from coming in and hurting you, but that ain't you. I want the inner you, the real you. I'm not on here looking for no wife. I'm not on here looking for no queen. I'm not on here looking to have sex. I'm not on here looking to get rich. I'm on here for one thing and one thing only. To bring unification to my people and I. I'm going to repost this because I'm recording this on another one. And in the background, you will see nothing but my people. And you'll see that RBG, that red, that black, and that green. I have so many people come and say, what that RBG stand for? Like, excuse me? You see it all on my clothes and everything, but you got the nerve to ask me what it stands for? The red stands for the blood that y'all have shedded. The blood that you have spilled all over the ground of my people. That's what the red stands for. The life that you have taken from us. The black, that stands for us as a people, as a whole, no matter where we at. That unites us. That's that dark-skinned people. That's why we fly this flag, because it speaks of us. And that green, that's the land that was given to us by our mother. Mother Africa. Now, through our disobedience, the Great Spirit spreaded us all over the world, not out of hate, so that we can teach the world. But we failed. We did just like the Israelites. Became a stubborn people. One that lived like the nations around us. One to create their things instead of ours. We were so busy building them that we forgot to build up our people. We were so busy creating homes for them, we forgot to create a home for us. We so busy always working for them, we forget to work for us. Let us work on our unity. Let us build our unity. Let us build our loyalty to one another. Let us stop building for them and let us build for us. Let us build up our house. We so busy trying to keep their house in order that we pay no attention to our house, and our house is falling down and dirty as can be because we won't do the things that it takes to keep it clean and keep it fixed up. Let us focus on our house. That's us. Let us get the division out from among us. Those who don't want to walk with us, let us separate ourselves from them so that the others can see that they're not of us, in hope that they would see that we have realized where they're walking, separated ourselves from them, and in hope that they would see us living in love and desire that love and come back to us. Just because we separate ourselves from them don't mean that they're not of us. They're just not of us while they're living opposite of us. They can always come back home. You put a child out for doing wrong because he won't live right. That don't mean he can't come back home. That means that the minute that he decides to change and do that is right, he can come back and be with the rest of his family whom he missed, whom's a part of him. Because I don't care what you say, when you grow up and you leave home, it ain't the same. You miss them loved ones. You miss that laughter. You miss that joy. That's how we supposed to be among each and every one of us, no matter where we go. We supposed to still have that joy because we supposed to know that we are all family, brothers and sisters, one of another. If a man ain't teaching that, if a man is teaching division, that man ain't of us. If he teach prosperity for himself and his family, and not talking about us as a whole, he ain't for us. Anything he's talking about doing, if he's talking about just for him or just for a group of people, they are not of us. Because everything we do for us, we do for the whole family. The whole family. Man, when we going to start looking at each other as a people? When we going to start looking at each other as true family? Now, how many of you will really hurt a family member that you love? We're all family. If you hurt one, you hurt us all. You ever notice how you go and you eliminate someone and the whole family suffers? It's the same way with us. Every time one of us get unalive, we all suffer. Even the ones who don't feel the pain. Even the ones who don't understand what's going on. They still suffer with us. They suffer because of the division that's in us. We're supposed to be a loyal, united people to one another. We can't be united with Africa until we unite with ourselves. We can't unite with another people until we first work on the unification within our own house, the house that's right here. So I'm asking my people to work on their house, wherever they're at. If you're in Jamaica, work on building the unity, the love between you and your people, and stop. Jamaica, listen to me. Bob Marley was one of love, and y'all claim that y'all love that man and listen to that man. Well, he's asking you to live in love. Love is not doing wrong to one another. Jamaica, you falling now because y'all divided and y'all hurt one another. But just think what would happen if you stop dividing yourself and start protecting one another, working together with one another, instead of dividing yourself and putting each other down. USA, my blacks. Just 1 second here, I got to fix this thing. Let them know I'm still online. There we go. My blacks, here in America, here in the United Snakes of America, stop being a snake to your people. Stop being one of the snakes. You are not a snake. You're a lion. You're a king. You're a queen. You're a lioness. Queens and kings don't follow. They lead. They lead. They don't follow. You're all kings and queens. Become leaders of one another and not followers of one another. If you become leaders of one another, you'll never have to follow one another because you'll all be working and walking in the same way. You'll be walking towards that love of one another. That great loyalty that comes through that love. Love brings loyalty. You can't tell me you love me and you're in my back plotting to do something to me. That's not love. You can't tell me you love me and you sit with the one that sits up and plot against me and you come into agreement with him. See, if one is plotting against my brother or my sister, it's over. If I'm there, I'm finna stop it. Whoa, wait. They ain't here. Why you talking about them? And this ain't of us. So why you sitting up here talking about my brother, plotting against my brother, and my sister are not here to defend themselves? Why you plotting, trying to bring a division? Why you trying to eliminate my brother, my sister? Why you not trying to unify? If my brother, my sister did wrong, then why are you not correcting your brother and your sister instead of putting down your brother and your sister? I'm just asking. I thank you for the love, my sister. I truly do. You don't know how much I thank you for that love. That love is what keeps me going. That love, that great love that you show. You're not showing that love because of the way I look or anything like that. You're showing that love because your spirit agrees with my spirit that what I'm saying is true. And that's what I love. Now the room is open. I would ask everyone who has something positive to say to my people to please come up and share it. Those of you who are not able to start a live because your numbers are low, that's okay. This is your live. Let this be your live. You can come up here and speak all you want. I'll open the mic to you as long as you're speaking positive things towards your people. So the room is open. Peace and love to you, Linda Antoine. It's good to see you. See you on. I'm glad that you joined us. So I do want to show you that love. I do want to say hi to you, each and every one of you. I do hope that you would share this live. I do hope that you would take this live and share with your friends and your co-workers and all those who look just like you that are of us. Share it with them, even the lost ones, and hope that something said would wake them up to the truth. The truth is our love for one another. That's the truth. Without that, we have nothing. I'm not talking about a fake love. I'm not talking about that love that talks sweet to you today, but behind your back is plotting and cussing you out and speaking evil of you. I'm not talking about that love. I'm talking about that pure love. You remember the joy we used to have when we was little kids riding through the neighborhood and the old folks always offering us a piece of cake or a drink or something like that. That was love, baby. That was love. That's the love I'm talking about. That's the love I'm talking about. Now, I want to do something now. I want to bring up my friends and others who want to speak about what we need to do as a people. And we don't all have that. We don't have all the answers. We're giving you our thoughts so you can take it and put it with your thoughts, and we can all come together and come up with the correct answer to what is needed among us. You know, I mean, I know what's needed among us. I think we all do. So the correct answer to this topic would be, how do we achieve it? How do we achieve that love? How do we achieve that greatness? How do we achieve that high calling? You know, we're always taking a challenge. You know, you get on YouTube, you see the challenge. Oh, we got a new challenge. We got a new challenge. They doing dances and all this, you know. So here's the challenge. I give each and every one that's under the sound of my voice, I give you a challenge. The challenge is to walk in loyalty and love to us as a people. To take our focus off of others and just focus on us. That's the challenge. That's the 30-day challenge. focus on us. For just 30 days straight, focus on nothing but the love of your people, the loyalty between you. And then tell me what you come up with. Come and share it with us. Tell me your conclusion after 30 days of walking in it, of actually becoming the actions of it. Listen, I'm going to take a break. My coffee done got low. I love my coffee. I love my coffee. I like tea too, don't get me wrong, but I'm just a coffee person. I like my coffee over my tea. Everybody say, well, you should drink tea because tea is herbal. It'll do you better. Well, tea does me good for that I need it for, but my coffee do me good too. My coffee stimulates me. You know, they say coffee is for thinkers. And I've been drinking coffee all my life since I was a young boy. My first job, office job, man, I would drink coffee every day. You know, back in the day, when you work in the office, you could have a coffee pot sitting up there on your desk. You know, peace, peace, peace and love. I'm so glad you come up. I know you came up to talk about the love that we need, the unity that we need. I know you come up to share some positive things with your brother and your sisters. This is our day. We're only talking about us. We're not talking about what the European do to us or nothing, because we all know that. I want to hear ways that we can unite our people in true loyalty of one another. So would you like to share your thoughts on that, please? Mike is yours. Yes. No. Right. No, they don't. No, they don't. And the false ones among us, right? And the false ones among us, they don't like it either, because we do have devils among us. So when we make a vow to unite with our people, we get to see who the devils are among us, so that we can separate them from us. That way the division will get out of us. That don't mean that we cut them off totally. We just separate them while they're thinking and living opposite of us. You know. So what you think about everything that's going on right now in Africa and all across the world that has to do with us? Do you think that's a good thing? And what do you think that we here in Black America, we as blacks here in America, I mean, I can talk about Jamaica and Haiti and all the rest of the places, but right now I want to talk about us right here. What do you think that we need to do in order to really build a unification of loyalty? Mm-hmm. But wait just a minute, and I'm not. Wait just a minute, and I don't want to throw you off. Let me ask you a question. Let me turn this down so I don't want it to be echoing like that. So let me ask you a question. When you say support our businesses, right now we don't have any. I'm gonna be honest with you. Even the ones that's among us are not of us. Even the businesses that is among us, where they're black owned, they're not of us. They're still working for that European. Everything they do, everything that they focus on is to make a profit for them, their house, and the European. The stores that we own, that we invest in, that we spend our money in, they're not for us because they don't give back to us. You know, so how do we wake our people up? You know, to a unification that even what we doing in our community should be for us and by us. You know. What's wrong? What? Let me go see. Y'all hold the room. I need to go check and see what my daughter's talking about. Hold the room, please. Y'all got the room. The mic is yours. Prosperous us. I know you got something to say. I already know Prosperous. Let me bring Prosperous up to the screen because Prosperous always got something good to say. Peace and love to you, Prosperous us. What's wrong, baby? What happened? What you watching? You got your tablet on. Why you worried about the TV? Are you hungry? You hungry? Okay, what you want? You want some waffles? Waffles. Daddy got you. You want one or two? I put your little sister waffle in the toast, okay? So get that for her because I'm online. I need to get back. Oh shit. You know she don't like it dark, so. Peace unto you. How you doing this morning? Pardon me? Did you make out my list?
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you wake up. Give me a cup of coffee. Let's go. William, Mr. Cool, what can I do for you?
Turn it down.
Mr. Cool, speak now, forever hold your peace. All right, hold your peace. Now, what you say? Were you talking to me? It's hot out. It's super hot. I took my ride this morning late at 6 o'clock, and it was hot. I was sweating. Oh man, I get to take my ride earlier than this. I started going about 5:30. It's too hot at 6. This is the last week. Stop that. Stephanie should be about it.
Why is she making her work early?
No, we both got a meeting to go to. Got an event going on. I suppose to show us how to get corporate property, how to get apartments and stuff like that, because I'm looking to invest in some apartments. All right, let me get back on. Put my headset.
Turn it down. Sit down.
All right, what I missed? Sound like y'all was having some good talk up here.
Sit down correctly.
And I agree. I agree. Well, it's going to be hard to get back to that. You know why? Because we have to renew our mind. And to get back to who we are, we have to separate ourselves from the beast. And today, a lot of us are not willing to separate. Our people have become in love, have become to love our enemy. And that's the hard part today. Our people love the enemy so much, they become part of the enemy. Our people go out and marry the enemy. And I know a lot of them don't like to hear this from me. But if you're marrying outside of your race, you're really becoming an enemy to your race, because they're going to separate you from your race. You're going to start hanging out with their race, picking up their things, desiring the things they do, forgetting about who you are and your people, who you come up with and stuff like that. So I say it all the time. I even got sons and daughters who have married outside of their race. And to this day, they don't speak to me because of the way I feel. You know, they say, well, you hate my wife, or you hate my... No, I don't hate them. I just know that they're not of me. They're not of you. And it hurts me to see you choose someone opposite of you. That means that evidently my teaching was not enough for you. My example wasn't enough. Your mother's example wasn't enough, because if it was, you wouldn't desire nothing but someone like your mother or your father. I think every woman looks for, that has a father, a good father, she looks for a man similar with her father's characters. And a man do the same thing, because that's your first example. My mother was my first example of what a woman was supposed to be. So when I got to design a woman, I wanted a woman that was similar to my mother, because that's what I was used to. So I looked for a woman that had her character, her spirit, so I could stay united to that spirit, you know. And I wanted my children to have that spirit. So you got to watch what you unite with, because you got to watch what spirit you put in your child. You can't expect that you would go out and marry someone of the opposite and expect your child to still have that same unity, that same character that you had or that your people have. Because they're no longer fully your people. They're divided people now. They got two different nations inside of them fighting one against another. And the one that's going to win is the one that has the most time. You know, so yeah, it's a lot for us to think about. You know, even in the scriptures, it said when the last days come that those who are married to the beast, to other nations, are going to have to leave their wives and children behind. And I don't think we never talk about that. That's in your Bible. That's in your holy books. That's in your Quran. That's in all of your books. And I don't think we ever sit down and talk about that and think about that. That we are to separate from those who are not of us. That it's going to have us to leave those that are not of us, sons and daughters. You're going to have to leave them behind. You're not going to be able to take them with you to the new kingdom. The only ones you're going to be able to take to the kingdom is the ones that's of you. Because no one can live in that kingdom but us. We are that kingdom. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes. Right. Right. Until they mind. Until they mind. Right. 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 And I agree. But to love you is to love your people. You can't truly love you until you learn to love those who are of you. The lack of not loving those that are a part of you takes away the fullness of your love. You understand what I'm saying? Because it's like when we're raised in a home. You're taught to love your brothers and your sisters no matter what. And that love, it has a tendency to keep you and your family together. That love that you were taught, that love of unification, that love of loyalty to one another, of looking out for one another, standing with one another. We can't separate ourselves. We are all the same. Your mother, my mother, your father, my father, if they were good parents, they taught us about that unification of family. And I can't say this for all, but I can say for me. That unification is what helped me. That unification is what made me. That love of my family. Because we had rules in our family that you couldn't break. We wasn't allowed to fight one another. That was a beat down from your parents and your uncles and them. You were not allowed to fight one another. That just didn't go. You were allowed to fight together, but you wasn't allowed to fight one another. We were always made to go out with our sisters and our brothers who were younger than us so that we can watch over them and protect them at all times. You know, we were also taught in my day not to associate with the enemy. So a lot of the teachings that I had are no longer being taught. And what I see personally is I see our children being lost because they're trying to love everyone. They're trying to love the people who don't love them, who never had love for them and never can love them, instead of loving themselves. And when I say themselves, I'm talking about us as a whole. I always talk about us as a whole. It's not even about me. I'm going to be honest with you. Because without you, without my brothers, there is no me. There is no me. If I got rich today, all my riches will go on creating something for my people as a whole so that we could be together. It would not be creating something for me. It would not be. You can ask my better half. They tell you that's the way I feel. I tell them all the time, this ain't mine. This is yours. This is ours. Because if anything happened to me, it's passed down to you all. So I'm going to teach you all how to stand together because y'all need one another. So when won't nobody else stand with y'all, y'all will stand together because y'all are family. Y'all are blood of one another. And y'all can't be an example to others unless you stand together. So it starts with our teaching. It starts with our correcting one another. When we see each other doing wrong, we got to be willing to correct our brother and instruct him in that is right. You don't love me if you don't correct me and you see me going wrong. And I shouldn't get upset because you correct me, because a wise man don't get upset over correction. Only a fool does. And a fool is not, he's only a fool because he lacks knowledge. That's all it means to be a fool. So he shouldn't even be upset when you call him a fool. You just saying, bro, you lack knowledge. A lot of times we get upset over words because we don't even understand the meaning of the words. But I think we need to get back to us. Honestly. I think we need to stop and start separating ourselves from the other nations and start spending time with us so that we can begin to love one another again. You know? And that's not being mean, that's not being prejudiced, that's not being hateful. It's just saying that we need to spend time learning one another all over again so that we can truly love each other. I can't love you if I'm never there for you. If I don't know what's going on in your life, how can I help you? How can you help me? So we have to spend time with each other so we can get to know each other and be there for one another. And I think we're afraid of that. We're afraid to separate ourselves from our enemies. If I'm wrong, y'all help me out. Come on up. Mike is yours in this process. Or Richard. Mm-hmm. Right. They don't show us how to walk together. Yes. See, we're free now. Yeah. I don't either. Mm-mm. Me either. Right. Oh man. That's our enemy. Them are our enemies that look like us. Them are our enemies that look like us. Yes. Yes. Right. Right. It's no uniform. That's right. Right. Well, it's funny that we say. It's funny that you said that because when if you read them scriptures, it tell us that we ain't supposed to be going to their courts. We're not supposed to be taking our problems to them to solve. We're supposed to be solving our own problems among us. And we fail to do that. He said, "Ain't any of y'all white?" Right, right. We're afraid to separate from the enemy. Yes, yes. Every day. I asked my son. I asked my son one day, bro, why you don't call me that much no more? He said, because you hate my wife. I said, when I said I hate your wife? Well, you said you don't want nothing to do with it. I said, that's your wife, bro. That's your wife. You the one that's got to deal with that. You the one that's got to live with that, not me. You chose that woman. Now, because you chose a woman that I don't agree with, don't mean that I have to love her. It ain't gonna stop me from loving you. You gonna have to wake up. You gonna have to see that what you married is not of you. That woman don't look nothing like your mother. That woman don't cook like your mother. That woman don't raise your children like your mother. That woman is not teaching your children what your mother taught you. That's a woman that you chose, and you left your family to hang out with that woman. Now you don't have time for your family because you're too busy with that woman. And if your family don't want that woman around, you don't even want to go around your family. But when I come up, you couldn't bring that woman to the house, no way. It wasn't allowed. You cut yourself off from the family when you're married outside the family. So, even though I love my son, until my son wake up and realize that what he did is against him. Because his children are not united to his nieces and nephews and all of them. And then what are you promoting? You're promoting that we are to love the enemy just because we love one, because we might think that that one is right. But deep down inside that one is still for them and their nation. If they had to make a choice between you and their people, believe me, they're going to walk away from you. You know. So, and I'm not knocking him for what he did, because we all make mistakes. We all make mistakes. We all fall short of that glory of self. That's God. Self, that's us. That glory of love. We all fall short of it. It's hard to love one another in this world when the world is teaching you everything opposite. So we have to learn how to become one-minded with us and our people. In other words, everything we do, before we do it, we should think, does it involve our people? Because if we don't, we're separating ourselves from them. When we go out and we strategize on how to build and how to create and how to become rich, are you strapped? You're not doing it so that your people can become rich. You're doing it so you could become rich in the things of this world, while our people suffer in true richness, which is the richness of themselves. The money don't make them. They make the money. The gold don't make us. Nothing make us but us. We're the way we are because this is the way we choose to be. The minute that we wake up and say that we're tired, that we want different, then we will become different. We cannot see ourselves unifying with our brothers and our sisters across the globe until we learn to have unity among us here in America. Every nation under the sun is waiting for Black America to wake up. We're the key to our salvation. Believe it or not, we are the key to our salvation. We stand in one of the supposed to be the greatest countries it is. Who upholds this country if it's not us? We are the military. We're the armed forces. So if we stop fighting against us, they don't have an armed force. They don't have a military. Because the minute we stop fighting with us, we unite with our people everywhere. We got to quit dividing ourselves. I don't care if you're in Africa. I don't care if you're in Jamaica. I don't care if you're in Haiti. I don't care where you at. If you are skin of my skin, bone of my bone, flesh of my flesh, if you got that kinky hair like I do, you are me. Even if you walking wrong, you still are me. And your wrong hurts me. The same way if I do wrong. If I do wrong to one of my people, I'm doing wrong to all my people. That's how I think. So our thinking must change. We can't think of self unless we think of all of us, because we're all connected. We're one body. We keep forgetting that. I can't go out and deceive one of my people and think that I'm helping me, because my people are me. I can't. Why is it so hard for us to want to live among each other? Why is it so hard for us to want to be among our own? Look at the animals. They don't run. I don't see the sheep running to hang out with the wolves. Do you? Do they run together? No, they don't. I don't see the goats hanging out with the bulls and the cows. And do they? They don't run together. They may live among each other, but they don't hang together. They separate. That's how we supposed to be. So I'm asking my people to wake up. Y'all did the Juneteenth thing. They made that a national holiday, not us. It, Juneteenth, if you read up on it, the man who wrote it out, who created it, did not create it for it to be a holiday. Read your history. Read up and see why he created it. It had nothing to do with us celebrating and making it into a holiday. It had to do with us waking up and realizing how much we need unification, how much we need one another. It was not made for a holiday. It was made to wake up our people. So I tell a lot of people, go back and read it. You know, the last Juneteenth that I was at, I was asked to speak at. They didn't like what I spoke because it was people there from every nation. And I told them I didn't come here to speak to everybody. I only came to speak to my people about the unity that was had. So I went through the whole thing. And they didn't like it after that. They said it was prejudice, that I was hateful. See, anytime we go to speak to our people about what we need, we become a hateful people. But that's them that hate us. I'm not going to let their hate stop me from uniting with my people. I'm not going to let their judgment of me stop me from uniting with my people. The only thing that can stop me from uniting with my people is my people. The only thing that can stop me from loving my sister, my brother, is my sister, my brother. I'm not crazy with my sisters the way they dress today. I'm not crazy about every time I turn on my internet, the first thing I see if I go to Facebook or something like that is women with their bodies showing and showing their butts, they're shaking. And I'm not crazy about that because my daughters have to see that. And that's not the example that I want my daughters to see. Y'all forgive me for a moment. Go ahead and hold on. I need to answer this. This is a call from Ohio. Yes, peace and love. How can I help you? You got me. Reach out. Kings and Queens of Africa. How may we help you, bro? All right. Thank you. That's right. That's right. That's right. 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 I feel. Thank you. Yes. None of them. Still not us. Thank you. Yes. Right. None of them. Still not us. Yeah. That's right. That's right. Right. All right. All right. I like that. I like that. I hope y'all got something out of that. Sister spoke a lot of truth there. Next on the mic, come on up. Let's see what Mr. Donna has to say. Get y'all up here on this mic. See what you have to say. Bring us some peace and some love, my sister. The mic is open. Now I know y'all didn't come in this room not to say nothing. I guess y'all just come to listen, right? Donna, the mic is open to you if you like to speak. You got the dollar sign up there, so I know you ain't about that money, are you? There we go. Unmute your mic, come on up and share your love with us. Let us know who you are, where you from. Okay. They just wanna be seen. They don't wanna be a part of it, right? The mic is open. I mean, that's what I'm taking it. I know y'all ain't come in this room not to say nothing. All right. Oh, okay. Probably so. I guess y'all just come to listen. All right, all right, on. Don't call me sir. You can call me your brother. The mic is open to you if you like to speak. Don't call me sir. It makes me sound old. All right, there you go. Because I am your brother. It don't make a difference what age I am. I'm still your brother. So I call all the youngsters. They say, "What's up, Triple G? What's up, OG?" I say, "What's up, brother? What's up, my young brother?" Because they still my brother no matter what. I'm glad that they give me that respect. Because that's a form of respect. A lot of people don't know that if they call you OG or something, that's a form of respect. Otherwise, they're gonna call you out your name. So. And that's what we got to do. We got to learn how to be in tune with one another. In tune to what we say to one another and how we feel about one another. I think that's the main thing. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm trying to get some things together over here. All right. Because I am your brother. It don't make a difference what age I am. But I do. I don't want to be the only one speaking. I want to hear how the rest of us think, how the rest of us feel when it comes to us. That's what's important to me. I want to see how my brothers and sisters feel. I know how a lot of my brothers and sisters feel in Chicago. Because I'm from Chicago, I'm from Detroit, all up around that way. I'm from the Midwest, so I know how they feel up there. I know how they feel on the East Coast in New York and stuff like that. I know how most of them feel like in Memphis and stuff, because we got a lot of strong brothers and sisters. Memphis is it's a place of strong brothers and sisters. St. Louis is another place. East St. Louis is another place. I'm talking about places where we're strong as far as when it comes to the knowledge of us and the unification of us, standing and protecting us. And I'm only speaking about the places that I have encountered and been in, and I can associate myself with, because I've been all these places. I've been every major city within the United States at some time or another in my life. Not bragging, but in search of my people, in search of truth, in search of that we need to do. And that's what I'm striving for. I'm striving for our unification. I'm striving for our true love, our true loyalty to one another. I say true love because with that true love comes loyalty. I'm not saying we don't have faults. I'm saying let us put our faults behind us and correct them through our love for one another. I'm saying let's take time out to truly love each other, and stop pointing the finger. When we see our brother doing wrong, stop wanting to condemn our brother and try correcting our brother and asking him, why you do that, brother? Don't you realize that's against us? That hurt all of us. Aren't you for us? Aren't you for yourself? Don't you want to see us rise to the top? And the young people, them are our warriors. They're ready. They came here with the spirit ready. But they need the guidance that come from us. Not the hate, not the bickering, not the pointing of the finger. They need our reunification. They need our correction. They need our instructions. They need us to be the counselors. They just want to know that they're right with us. We don't need no more warriors. All these gangs, they unifying now. They unifying as one. That's our army. That's our protection. So we need to love our young people. Because look, I'm even up in age. I was a warrior when I was young. I'm a warrior now, but I'm not the warrior I used to be. Not on the battlefield. Maybe here. But I don't move like I used to. Oh, I still move good. But not like I used to. I'm not as fast as I used to be. I learned that when I was boxing with this youngster who was 30. He was just too quick. Man, that used to be me. So, we need our youth. Come on back, Donna. I was waiting on you to get on, sweetheart. You had left. Come on back. Mike is yours. Mike is all yours. Come, you don't you run from me. You come on back here. There you go. Peace and love to you, my sister. I know I'm just messing with you, trying to get you to laugh. Yes. Right. Right. And you're both gonna fall in the ditch. That's right. Okay, and no, I hear you. Yes. No, I hear you. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, my sister. While you're answering your phone, I'll speak a little bit. Now, I hear, how many of y'all hear that sister? How many of y'all can relate to what that sister's saying? The sister's saying that it's hard for us to love one another because when we reach out to love one another, the love is not received, you know. And as I said, we got to put down our differences. We got to stop finding fault. We got to stop pointing the finger because we all got faults. We all, look, even me, I'm striving for perfection in love. And until I get there, I got faults. One of the faults is, for me, and I'm speaking of me personally, is when I run to my ignorant brothers and sisters. Sometimes they could say things that would really tick me off and have me to get out of my character. So I have to learn how to be in control of my character so I can stay humble and speak to them in meekness, you know, because I have a lot of zeal in me. And after a while, when they speaking to me, I start hearing them speaking to me like my enemy, and I don't speak nice to my enemy. So I have to, these are things that I have to work on within myself. That's what I'm trying to explain to us. We all got something we got to work on, but let our main goal be for our unification. Be about our unification. Oh, that's okay. She just having fun. That's my little one. Why you set up in the room? She gonna come right back out. That's my little one. That's my little princess. That's the smallest one of my clan, you know. And you know, the smallest one of your clan is usually the wisest one. You know, I love these kids today because they're a different breed. They really are. I have them from 7 all the way up to 50 something. So I'm here to say what I have experienced and seen in all of my children. You know, each generation is different. Each generation become more pure. Let me say that. And the only thing that really messes them up is the love that they see among their people. It's hard to teach your children to love their people when they walk outside the door and they don't see their people loving one another. Because our children learn from our examples. We need to think about that, seriously. We need to think about the way that we walk among each other, the way that we live, because our children are watching us and they're going to imitate us. So whatever we want our children to be, that's what we need to be. You know, that's my whole thing. Anyone want to come up, the mic is open. Sometimes I talk too much, y'all got to shut me up so that me come up and speak. Yeah. That's right. Yes. Yes. Thank you, my brother. Yes. 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 But can you raise, yeah, can, right. And you can't. I like that. 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 I love that. Yes. Yes. I love that, bro. I feel you 100% on that one. First of all, you can't raise a man, a woman can't. That don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. What are you instructing him in? Which way are you teaching him to walk? Not, I don't even care about the skill. Are you teaching him to love those who are of him? That should be our main teaching, the teaching of love of one another. We all got different skills. When we come into that true love of one another, we can take all our skills and put it together and build and create what we want. The main thing I think. All right. Right, right, right. Oh yeah. Well, yes, yes. No, I lost my parents when I was 12. I had to raise myself there in the city of Chicago with the help of my sister and maybe aunts and uncles from time to time. But I basically had to raise myself. I had my own apartment and everything. At 12 years old, I had to put my age up to get it. I had to work and go to school because it was all left up to me. But if it hadn't have been for the instructions that was given to me when my mother and them was living, there's no telling what I would have turned out to be. And I mean, it wasn't easy for me. It was a hard life because I was raised in Chicago, so it was so many ways for me to go. So many people trying to teach me their ways. But this is the way you go. This is how you do it. And I had to learn. I had to fall many times. I had to realize that wasn't the way. I had to go in search of the way. But the way was always in me. My mother and them gave it to me before they left. It was that love that she taught me. My mother taught me how to take care of home. My mother taught me how to cook because we had to go in the kitchen and learn how to cook with my sisters. I used to hate that. Like, Mama, why I got to learn how to cook with them? I'm going to get married and have a wife. Okay, so what about if sometime your wife, who going to cook? Who going to feed her? So she would always say that. So that's why you're going to learn, because your wife ain't always guaranteed to be able to cook for you. Your wife ain't always guaranteed to be there. And I had to learn that. So I had to learn how to take care of me. So when my mother left, all that had to go into, everything that they taught me had to come out. I hear my mother this very day still speaking to me. I was raised different. I wasn't a church-going person, so I was brought up that my mother was God. My father was God. And it was my obligation to be obedient unto my mother and my father, who were the gods of the creators of my life. Like I say, my whole teaching was different from what they teach today. So it's hard for me to relate to the teachings that we give to our people, because my mother and father didn't just teach it. They showed it to me in the examples. Everything that they gave me to do, they were doing it. The same thing I do with my children. I don't just speak to them and tell them to do this. I make sure I'm doing it. Even when I tell them to wash them dishes, to mop these floors, I do it first. I let them see me doing it on a regular basis, and then I could bring them in and say, look, this is the things we do to keep the house in order. It's not for me to always do it. It's for us to do it as a whole. So if you see it need to be done, don't wait for me to do it. Just go ahead and do it. Everybody pitch in. So it starts in the home. It really does. So we do have to change the way that we instruct our children. And I agree with you, brother. Can't no woman raise no man, just like can't no man raise no woman. In the scriptures it said, let the women, I hate when guys come on and say women ain't supposed to be teachers. You a damn lie. It say let the older women teach the younger women. And it also says, let the elders be teachers to the youth. So we are to be teachers of one another, instructors of one another, not just as an adult or as a parent, but as a brother and a sister. So that's the mindset I want to get us in. I ain't saying get rid of your Bible, but if you do, read it for yourself and understand what he's telling you, because he's speaking about us as a whole. It's like when a sister said love, and I went to thinking about love. She said a lot of us don't know what love is. So I kind of pulled up love from the scriptures. And there's so many places that it talk about love. It really starts in the songs where say love is given to you to do well. You know. Better it's a simple meal where love is, you know, than hate. You know. Let him give me a kiss of his mouth, for his love is better than mine. You know, the Bible says greet one another with a brotherly kiss. It don't mean be trying to stick your tongue down your sister's mouth. Just give her a kiss on the cheek and let her know you love her. You know, the kiss of love. Also say your love is a branch. It's a tree in the vineyard, in the gardens of Eden. That's us. Your love is that tree. It's either a tree of life or a withered tree that's dying, and I hope you're a tree of life. Then it goes on to say, put me as a sign on your heart, as a sign on your arm. Love is strong as death. So I say, put love as a sign in your life. For your love is like a morning cloud and like a dew which goes early away. Love is never tired of waiting. Love is kind. Love has no envy. Love has no high opinion of itself. Love has no pride. But to the younger widows say no. For when their love is turned away from their people, they have a desire to be what? To have a husband. To be married. To know what it's like. To have that companionship. We all was meant for one another. Scripture says it's not good for man to be alone, and I understood that a long time ago. I don't want to be alone. I need the other part of me. I want to be whole. If I don't have the other part of me, I'm not whole. I'm just half. So I need the other part of me. I need the main part. I need the creator. Who is the creator? It's the woman. Who is the lawgiver? It's the woman. Who is the nurturer? It's the woman. Everything comes from the woman first. So for us to think that we could live without her, for us to think that we don't need her, is foolishness. And vice versa for the woman who feels she don't need the man. That's her other half. That's why I said, let man not be alone. I'm going to give him a help me. Well, if man don't need to be alone, that means woman don't need to be alone either. That's why I say let every woman have a man and let every man have a woman. Because we need one another. We need that support. When we come weak, we need somebody to help us stand. If we become sick, we need somebody to take care of the things while we heal. I don't never want to be alone. My love comes through the love that I get from my family. I give them that love that I want to receive from them. They give me life in the process because they make me have that desire to live for them, not for me. For them. For my children and my children's children who's coming tomorrow, so when I leave, they could keep passing on my ways. So yeah, I feel you. We got a long way to go. We got a lot that we need to work on here in Black America. But it's good that we're willing to speak about it. Because until we speak about it, we can't begin to change it. So I thank you, Prosperous. I thank each and every one of y'all that came up on the screen today and gave us your thoughts and your opinions. We're not here to point the finger. We're here to listen and try to come to reason together. You know, Scripture said, let us reason together. Reason means to sit down among each other, talk and come up good. Don't you ain't got to apologize to me, sister. You had to take care of your business. Business don't stop cause you're on here. Your apology is not needed. And when you're ready to come back up, the screen is yours. But there's no need to apologize. It truthfully isn't. You know, I believe that. No need. Let me bring you back up. Peace and love, sister. Mike is yours. Give us some of that love that you got. Oh, you're welcome. Right. Yes. Right. Right. I like that. I like that. Yes. Yes. Here. Go give this to your sister. Kayla, come here. I hear you, sister. I'm sorry. I hear you, sister. I'm sorry. I went on mute because I was trying to talk to my daughter. But I like it. I want you to speak. I want you to speak. Give us your thoughts, your feelings, because you're saying good things. And like I tell people, that don't mean we all have the answers. But if we could listen to each other, we can come up to the answer of what we need. I like what you said. We do need to listen to each other. So if we don't get it right, we could say how we got it, and then the person can come back and say, "No, that's not what I meant." We're not willing to do that. We have to start doing that. Stop judging each other, and really take time out to listen to each other. I agree with you 100% on that. I really do. You know, give us some other knowledge that's coming out of you, because you got a lot of good things in you, a lot of good thoughts. Here you go. Give it to your sister. Pardon me. Pardon me. Could you repeat that? What about? No, okay. Okay, thank you. Yes. 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 Right. Yes.
Sit
Yes.
down. Lift your feet for standing up. Sit down. Let it go. Sit down on the couch. Here. Sit on the couch. On the side.
Yes.
Here.
Yes. What? Oh no. No. You should have fought that. You should have fought that. And you should have fought that. You because they didn't have the right to do that. I got two autistic children, and I remember when my son was real small, and they tried to tell me that and wanted to put my son on medication. I told them, you're not putting my son on nothing because ain't nothing wrong with him. He don't need your medication. He's working at his own God-given time. And he may not do things at the time you want him to or the way you want him to, but he's his own person. I'm not putting him on nothing. I didn't put my son on nothing. My son is 14 now and doing well, very well, and he ain't never been on no medication. I have a little daughter that's 7, and she's considered autism. I don't put her on no medication, and she's doing well, very well. Come here, baby. Come here to daddy. Come here. Right. What? Oh no. Who is that? Yes. You should have fought that. You should have fought that. And you should have fought that. Because they didn't have the right to do that. I got two autistic children. And I remember when my son was real small and they tried to do right. My son on medication. Yes. Yes. Yeah. And I agree with you as far as teaching our children. I agree with you as far as teaching our children, especially the ones that's in the public schools. When they come home, you have got to you got to deconstruct them because that school is teaching them opposite of what you teach at home. You know, and there's many times my children come in here, even my son who's now in high school. Hmm. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you, sister. Go ahead. Mm-hmm. Right. Yes. 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 That's right. Yes. Yes. And I agree with you as far as teaching our children. Right. I agree with you as far as teaching our children, especially the ones that's in the public schools. No, listen, I got one that just turned. You got to deconstruct it. No, I agree. I got an 18-year-old and she wants to go to work, and I'm saying, no, I don't want you to go to work. I want you to work on creating your own. I don't want you working on for another man. I want you to strive. You got the intelligence enough to create. Right. That's a work within itself. Yes. Right. I like that. Right. Right. Yes. 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 No, don't. Listen, I love it. I love it. And this is the thing. This is what I want us to do. I want us to give our opinion. I want us to be able to think about what we hear from others so that we could come into one agreement. I love it, sister. Don't you stop. Don't you stop. Let your beauty shine. Yes. I want you to work on creating your own. I don't want you working on for another man. I want you to strive. You got the intelligence enough. Yes. Yes. Right. That's a work within itself. Yes. Right. Man, I like it. Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. 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 I'm glad. You know, I'm gonna let me interrupt you for 1 second. Wait, No, don't. I love it. I love it. And this is the thing. This is what I want us to do. I want us to give our opinion. I want but see, wait. I, we could come into one agreement. I love it, sister. Don't you stop. Don't you stop. Let your beauty shine. Yes. We don't have to build nothing. Take over these churches and make them into schools because they ain't doing nothing for us. Yes. Wait, stop. It's not about them letting us. We can teach in our homes. We can teach in our churches. It's all type of. We don't need to go to their schools. We need to take those that's in our communities, those that are among us who have the teaching skills, and listen. It's about love. It's about giving back to one another. We shouldn't always want to be paid for doing for ourselves. See, that's where we have. That's where we fall short. Well, what I'm gonna get out of it? You're going to get the opportunity to instruct your children in the way that they should go. You're going to get the unity that we need to make us a strong people. We're talking about what you're going to get out of it. You're going to get the love back that you put in. The sister said something to make me think, like, yeah, we got the work, but we got a big community. We always putting down our brothers and our sisters, the little ones we call the game bangers. You want to stop them from gang banging in the community, doing wrong in the community. That money that you take and you donate to all these organizations not knowing where the money is going. Start taking that money, putting it in a jar or something, and start giving that to the brothers and sisters in the community. Them gang bangers that you call, give it to them. Pay them to protect the community and watch over the children and see how much change. Let them become the soldiers in the community, the police of the community, and see how much they change and doing better in the community. Because now you're investing in them so that they can invest back. They'll stop doing wrong when they see that you're showing them love. But we don't want to give to them. We want to point the finger and make excuses. I'm so glad that she brought that up. So we finance the military system and everything, but we won't finance our own. We can teach in our homes and support one another. We can take our churches and say, look, we want to take this church and make it into a school. What the preacher gonna say? That's our church. We pay for it. We'll throw him out, tie him up, and bound him so that we got to start thinking what it takes for us. Sister, I thank both of you sisters because y'all feed me. You see what I'm saying? Y'all feed me. And the more you feed me, the more I want to feed my people because that's what I'm about. Look, I'm off the mic for a while. Thank you so much. I just wanted to say that one piece. That's right. That's right. Start taking that money, putting it in a jar or something, and start giving that to the brothers and sisters in the community. Them gang bangers that you call, right. To them. That's right. Them to protect the community and watch over the children and see how much change. Let them become the soldiers in the community, the police of the community, and see how much they change and doing better in the community. Because now you're invested in them. So that's right. That's right. They'll stop doing wrong when they see that you're showing them love. But we don't want to give to them. We want to point the finger and make excuses. I'm so glad that she wrote that. I like that. Yes. 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 That's right. Peace be upon her. Peace be unto her. They do that today, yes. That's right. Plug that back in. Come out that kitchen. What you in that kitchen looking for?
What is it?
Come out that kitchen.
Oh,
What you in that kitchen looking for?
oh,
What you need? Tell Dad.
orange,
An orange?
orange.
Go tell sister to give you an orange. I don't know if we have any more oranges. Oh, y'all, I'm sorry, I should have been on mute. I'm sorry, I should have been on mute. That's right. Yes. 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 She give it to you? Our daddy will. Let me get off of mute. Prosperous and Donna, I made y'all moderators in the room. So y'all do a good job at moderating the room. I love the way y'all come. I love the things that y'all say. So I definitely don't mind you being a moderator in this room. So anytime this room is open, y'all free to come in and help me run this room. You know, I just wanted to let y'all know. So while y'all up there, if you go look at your things, you have a lot that you can do as a moderator. Peace and love to you all. I'm finna take care of you. Why you unplug this? Let me get to this little one. I'll be right back. Why you unplug this? No. You got to leave this. Kayla! What are you doing? Take this, plug it in where she can't get it, so she'll stop unplugging it until it gets charged.
So now go watch my shit like you're supposed to.
And she's not doing nothing wrong, she just keeps on trying to unplug it so she can use it, but it's not charged. Yeah, well, you know that.
Go play with the dog in the room.
She's got it.
I see it. Go play with the
She's doing her thing, she ain't bothering me otherwise.
Later. Come on. Go jump it.
Or either give it here and I'll plug it in over here. Because otherwise she's going to keep unplugging. Oh. Otherwise she's going to keep unplugging. And I'm holding the show so I can't plug it on. It's on. Yeah. This is hers. Hers don't have a shortage. Mine still. Look, move. Out of sight, out of mind, huh? All right, I'm gonna have to get ready and start getting ready. I got to be somewhere at 12. Yes, it's 100 and something now. It was 90 something this morning at 6 o'clock. I missed most of that. Yes.
So you don't want it? Then chill out. Chill out. Please scream.
Testing. Right. Build up your people. Yes. Use your talent to help build up your people. Thank you so much for your feedback. Yes, and you're so true. I agree with you 100%. And I thank you for that. I thank you for sharing. Prosperous, if you would like to say anything, you're free to come up. Anyone wants to come up, um, it's open. The room is open. We would love to have y'all to come up. You know, the room is definitely open, so you're more than free to come up. And I ask that y'all would double tap on the screen, show some love so that we can get out there, you know, and talk to more people, because that's what it's about. You know, that's exactly what it's about. So let us wake up and try to unite. The room is definitely open. All right, let me get this up out of here. Y'all, excuse me. Yes, peace. How may I help you? You either speak now or get hung up on. Edge ice. What the hell is that? Yeah. You want my wallet? Go ahead. very true. That's very, very, very true. That's very true. I like that. I'm truly like that. Let's see if we got anybody want to come up and give their thoughts on what we need to do as a people. I mean, I wish y'all would double tap on the screen. Please show the room some love as I try to bring more into the room. Do share this with others and bring them into the room. We'd like to hear how our people think. This is the time for us to really sit down and talk with each other, to reason with each other. You know, we're not going to get there unless we're willing to open ourselves up on how we feel and what we think need to be done, because my way may not be the way, but if I can hear you put your thoughts in with my thoughts, we probably can come up with the true way. We know the true way is only love, you know, but what type of love we talking about? We're not talking about the love of the world. We're talking about divine love, the love that says that I put you before me. You know, that's the love I'm talking about. I'm not talking about that selfish love, that worldly love. I'm talking about the love that said we put others before ourselves. I put my community before me. I put my children before me. I put everything before me. I come last in this, because once I put everybody before me, if they get right, I'm automatically right. The blessings that come off on them, it trickles down on me. So as they come into righteousness, that makes me come into more righteousness, because we're one. We're the body. The more right that you do to our people, the more right you do to me. You know, when you do wrong to one of our people, you're doing wrong to me. You're doing wrong to each one of us. I just wish that we could see that and understand that, because I think once we understand that, once we come to that conclusion, I think we'll stop doing wrong to us one another. You know, I'm sorry, that's just what I feel. You know, I think the minute that we open ourselves up to really help one another, instead of look down on one another, the minute that we open ourselves up to reach out and show love instead of push each other back and close each other out, it's the day that we start coming into our fullness. Because that's the day that we start doing what they don't want us to do. They want us to stay divided. They want us to find fault with each other. But I'm asking that we don't look at our faults. I'm asking that we look at our greatness and find ways to instill that greatness on one another. Each and every one that came up here today, and each and every one of us that's under the sound of my voice, we have something that we can give back to our people. There's something inside of us that we can give back to our people. We have so much to give. All of our construction workers, you can give back to your community by teaching your young men and women how to do that skill that you have without charging them for it. As a matter of fact, let them come and help you at the job. Let them be the little laborers around and help you by picking up the stuff, but at the same time they're learning from you, and you can pay them for that. And that money goes right back into the community. So you're not just helping yourself, you're helping your people at the same time. And you're keeping us connected, because you're showing how we can work with one another. You know, it's so many things that we can do if we would take time to just really look within ourselves at the good in us. You know, let us want to share good with one another, not evil. When that desire comes in to do wrong to your brother or your sister, hey, tell that demonic spirit that just come in you to get behind you, because it's not of you. It's not of you. Anything that wants to divide us, tell it to leave you alone. Tell it to get from around you, because it's not of you. We are a beautiful people. You know, look at the sister up here right now. Look at Donna. Donna ain't got no makeup. She's just natural. And look how beautiful she is. That's natural beauty. Don't you take that camera off, because I'm talking about your beauty. That's natural beauty. That gray hair that you see, she ain't trying to dye. You know why? Because with that gray hair come wisdom. That's all. That comes wisdom. With age come wisdom. So that the more gray hair you got, that means the more wisdom that you could give to me. I'm trying to get that wisdom out of you. Don't cover up that gray hair. That let me know that you've been here for a while, that you got something that you could give to me. That's the beauty of it. Plus, I don't know, my grandmother had gray hair like that, and I was very beautiful. But I used to love to play in her hair. It was so soft, so silky. You know, that's something that other nations don't get that we got. You know, it's a lot of things in us that we can praise and be happy about. You know, so I'm telling us, take the time to look at the good in us. Stop looking for that bad within us. You know, listen, I want to thank each and every one of y'all. I'm going to have to get out of here. It's going on 11 o'clock. I got a meeting I have to be at 12. I do want to thank y'all for coming on after the meeting, and I get back. I do planning on being here. Yes. So, everyone, I'm going to welcome y'all back when I come on. Yes, I hear you, baby. I should be back on at about maybe 3. Because I got to go to a meeting at 12. I have to be there. I don't know how long it's going to be. I know it's going to last for at least an hour and up for an hour and a half. So when I get back, I look forward to speaking with y'all. I want y'all to think about things that you could say to your people that will unite us. Please. And be ready to come back on and share. Peace and love to everyone in the room. Black power to you, my brother. I thank y'all for the love that y'all showed. I ask those that don't follow us that they will go down and hit that follow button. I ask that you will follow your brothers and sisters in the room. Whether they're good or bad, follow them. Boost them up there. Help us help one another. Peace and love to you. And I thank y'all for joining us. All right, let me get this. Uh-oh. Knocking down everything. Thank you, sister.